Let's learn how to crochet this potato. First, we magic ring. Wrap the wire around your pinky. Put it on the index finger. Form a coil on the middle finger. Pinch the coil with your thumb and middle finger. Crochet through the loop. Hook the thread through, then wind the thread from the top. Bring the loop over the crochet hook. This is ACH. We don't do CH as a pin. For the first round we will hook 6 SC. Hook off SC. Note that the crochet hook goes through the loop and hooks the thread through. This time there are 2 loops on the crochet hook. Wrap the thread from above, directly over the 2 loops on the crochet hook. This is the SC. We are going to hook 6 SC in the first loop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After hooking up 6 SC, let's count them here. 2, 4, 6. After we hook 6 SC, we take off the coil. Then we'll find the short piece of wire and pull it tight. Pull it until there's no hole in the center. Then we find the position of the first stitch. Here's the CH from earlier. The first stitch goes through the crochet hook here. Hook the thread over and then bring it right through the loop on the crochet hook. Pull it tight. And that's how we hooked our first loop. Hook arch. Next we hook a second loop. The pattern for the second loop is to hook 6 ink. Ink is in every stitch. Hook 2 SC. 12 stitches after this round. Let's find the position of the first stitch. Through the crochet hook, hook a SC first. Then enter the needle in the same stitch pattern. Hook another SC. This way 2 stitches are grouped together. 6 sets of hooks. After we have hooked 6 groups, we find the position of the first stitch. Hook a SSSL straight. And that's the second loop. Hook arch. Next, we'll hook a third loop. The pattern for the third loop is ASC, 1 ink for a group. Cycling through 6 groups. After this loop, the stitch count is 18. We'll start with ASC in the first stitch. Then we'll hook an ink in the second stitch. That's 2 SC in the same stitch. This way 3 stitches are grouped together. Hook the last group. Find the position of the first stitch and hook a SSSL ST. Hook a CH and the next 4 to 6 loops, all 18 hooked SC without adding or subtracting. That's in every stitch, all with 1 SC. Hook a SSSL straight and then a CH after each loop. Then hook the next loop, all the way to the 6th loop. Hook the 6th loop. Find the position of the first stitch SSSL straight. And then we are going to take this thread and we are going to shorten it. Next, we'll hook ACH. Let's go to the 7th loop. The pattern for the 7th loop is ASC, 1 ink 1 SC for group. Cycle through 6 groups. The number of stitches in this loop is 24. We will enter the first stitch and hook a SC. Then in the second stitch, we'll hook an ink. In the third stitch, hook ASC. This makes a group of 4 stitches. Hook the last group. Let's find the position of the first stitch SSSL ST. And then we hook ACH. Next, turns 8 through 10. Hooking 24 SC without adding or subtracting. That's in every stitch, all with 1 SC. Hook ASSSL straight after each loop. Then hook a CH, hook the next loop. The next loop is from the 8th to the 10th. We are looking for the 10th hook. Find the position of the first stitch and hook ASSSL ST. Next, hook ACH. Hook the 11th loop. For the 11th loop, we'll start by hooking 7 SC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After you've hooked the 7 SCs, let's hook 7 Gs. The hand of the potato is CH. Direct winding with our coil. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After the 7 Gs are hooked, let's go to the penultimate stitch. This is the first stitch. The position of the second stitch. Pick this half of the CH here. Hook ASC first. Then hook an HDC in the next stitch. The HDC is the thread we're wrapping around the half CH that goes through, and hook the line through. This time there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. We are winding the thread directly with 3 loops on the hook. This is an HDC, and then we have to hook another HDC in the next stitch. Then hook 3 more DCs. Hook the DCs. Crochet hook around the thread, threading the stitch. Hook the thread over. This time there are 3 loops on the crochet hook. We'll wind the thread through the first 2 loops, and then we'll wind the wire through the last 2 coils. This is a DC. Next stitch is still a DC. And then the next stitch is still DC. And then we are going to go on to the next hook. Hook ASC and ink for 1 group. Hook 2 groups. Hook ASC first. Then hook an ink. One set, then hook another set. 1 SC. An ink. Then hook 2 ink. One ink. 2 ink. Then hook another SC. 2 hooks in 1 ink. 1 SC. An ink. This group. ASC. An ink. 2 sets, then the remaining 7 stitches hook SC. That's 7 stitches. That's not right. Let's hook up an SC. 1 ink later. Let's hook up 2 groups, 2 sets later, and then the other hand. Hook 7CH. Same penultimate stitch. Hook ASC. Then hook 2 more HDC. Next, hook ADC. The next 2 stitches are also DC. And then the remaining 7 stitches, we will continue with the SC. When we're done, find the position of the first stitch and hook ASSSL ST. All round. After the hook, 30 stitches. Then hook H. Next, crochet the 12th to 13th rounds. It's all about hooking 30 SC without adding or subtracting. Five, 6, 7, 'This way. Note the hand side. Let's go straight to the first hole on this side. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, After 30 stitches, we find the position of the first stitch SSSL ST. This is the 12th loop, and now the 13th lap. It's the same thing. Hook a loop of SC. After the hook, we find the position of the first stitch SSSL straight. Next, we hook ACH. Next, we crochet the 14th round. We'll start with 7 SC. After we've hooked the 7 SCs, let's hook 2 sets. 1 December, ASC. The hook for deck is. Combine the 2 stitches into one. Let's just crochet. Pick the outer half of this stitch. The next stitch is also the outer half of the needle. 2 outer half stitches. Crochet in to bring the thread over. The thread is then wound to bring over the 2 loops on the crochet hook. This is a deck. Hook ASC in the next stitch. One group, then another. A deck. ASC. After hooking up, then we hook 2 more decks. One. 2. Hook up 2 decks later. Let's hook 2 more. 1 SC and 1 December. Hook an SC first. Then hook a deck. Then hook another set of 1 SC. A deck. And then the remaining 7 stitches. We are going to crochet short stitches all the way around. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After the hook, find the first stitch SSSL ST. Then we can stuff him with a little cotton. And when we're done, let's go ahead and hook ACH. Next, crochet the 15th round. The pattern for the 15th loop is 1 SC and 1 December, 1 SC for 1 group. Cycling through 6 groups. The number of stitches after this loop is 18 stitches. Let's start with the SC, and then we hook a deck. Then hook ASC. This way 3 stitches are grouped together. After the last group, we find the position of the first stitch. SSSL ST. Then hook ACH. Next, the 16th loop. The pattern for the 16th lap is ASC, 1 deck for a group. Cycling through 6 groups. The number of stitches after this loop is 12. Let's start with the SC. And then we hook a deck. This way 2 stitches are grouped together. After the last group, find the position of the first stitch. SSSL straight. Then hook ACH. This time fill him with a little more cotton. After the cotton is filled, we hook the last loop. Lap 17 is a full lap of deck. Six stitches in total. After 6 stitches, we find the position of the first stitch SSSL straight, and then we hook ACH. Disconnect. Pull the line. And then we can close it up with a sewing needle. After we've threaded it with the sewing needle, pick the outer half of this stitch. Make a loop like this. And then just tighten it up. The subgap is now tightened. Then we hide the threads. This completes the main part. Next, we'll sew the mouth. We are in this head position. Looking for a middle ground. This would be in the 6th to 7th rows. And then hide the header. Next, we'll glue the eyes. And now we have a potato.